Hello, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? Well, I can just tell you, we are in South Africa. We are in the United States of America. And we are in Indonesia. And one of my guests is 2 a.m. in the morning. Wow. When I told my beautiful guest I can record him and we can put him on, he said, "No, Sanet, I want to be here." What a commitment. And my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, he's a young man of 23. He's going to blow your socks. But my beautiful two diamond beauties, they are exquisite. And both of them have beautiful stories. I cannot wait to introduce you. So, if we were in a live studio, and so by the way, that is one of my big dreams, to have a live studio audience in front of me. And we will definitely do a few dances in between. I would have asked, please put up your hand. Who is making their bed every day? Who is putting their, their pillows right, puff it up, and put the extra cushions on and make the bed? And every time you pass the bed, well, I have to pass our bed to go to our bathroom. I see our beautiful bed all made up, and then I get this feeling, I am the queen of my castle. And the other day I asked my husband, when you pass the beautiful bed every morning, how do you feel? I didn't tell him about my queen story. And he said, Sanet, I feel like the king of our castle. I said, oh, I just hugged him. I said, well, then you are my king and I'm your queen. And the bed is made every day. So, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, do you make your bed every day? So, to bring us here in this moment, because we can only experience miracles if we are in the moment, I would ask you to take 3 deep breaths with me. Are you ready? Here we go. Another one. Last one. Wow, amazing, amazing. And I just want to let everybody know I've got a special event coming on. It is on August the 31st. It is 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time till 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be amazing. All ladies is going to be there. And I'm truly excited. I've got my 2 first official sponsors for the show and a few of the ladies I will be highlighting that contributed to the show. So thank you so much, ladies. I cannot wait for Thursday. So I want to say thank you to my sponsor, E360 TV, for allowing us to shine, for giving me the opportunity to put my beautiful guests in studio so that all of you could meet them. So I would love to play a video. Here we go. Hello, my beautiful guests. I could not wait to have you here. So before we start and I introduce you, let me tell you, we've got some love all the way from the Diamond Beauties. So I've got Katie. Hello, beautiful. It's Katie Munster. And Katie is also one of my official sponsors for Thursday. I was like so excited. I was blown away. So thank you, my beautiful Kathy. And she's going to come and inspire us. And then there's another person that's a high pressure Sanet. So my beautiful ladies, remember our group is a private group, and Facebook doesn't give us your name or your beautiful photograph. So if you can just put your name in the front or at the end, we will know who is speaking to us. Okay, let me see who is more. Oh, and then we've got all the way from Canada, Toronto. Vin said, "Hello, beautiful people. Greetings from Toronto." And then another Diamond Beauty says, "Hello." Another one is waving to us. And then that felt great. I think that was because we did the breathing. So, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, so let me introduce. Here is more. Another one said hello. And we've got another one. Kathy said, Kathy Dirksen in Vancouver, British Columbia. So, wow. Thank you, my beautiful diamond beauties, for giving us love. So I am going to start with Chantelle. She is in South Africa. And my beautiful Chantelle, what you are doing is truly amazing. But we will find out a little bit later. If you can maybe just introduce yourself, and then I will then go to Denise and then to Andre. And Andre, it's not because you are the youngest, but because the two ladies is my diamond beauties, and then I will come to you. Is that okay with you?
All good.
Oh, wow, amazing. My beautiful Chantelle, thank you so much for what you are doing for so many people. So please introduce yourself to us.
Thank you, Sanet, for having me. It's always a pleasure to be on your show. This is my third time, so very excited. I am Chantelle Venter. I am the owner of Website Faye. I make online courses and websites and all digital products accessible to people with disabilities. So, as it is right now, 98% of websites are inaccessible to people with disabilities. And if you think about disabilities in the whole, about 15% of people in the whole world is disabled with a permanent disability. And another 10% is disabled with a temporary disability, being it a broken arm or eye surgery or something. So at any given time, we're looking at about 25% of all population being disabled. And you, as a business owner, if your digital products is not accessible to them, you are losing out on so much business. And not just for you, we should be making things accessible because everybody has the right to information, has the right to learn, has the right to purchase, no matter their abilities.
So my beautiful Janice and Andre, isn't that beautiful?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It
She
really
is
is. It's
changing
wonderful.
the world, this lady. I am so
Wonderful.
proud of her.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, my Chantelle. Zenisi, please introduce yourself. And I just wanted to say, our mutual friend Val Burgess, thank you for introducing me and Janice. Wow, when I met her, she blew me away. And how she inspired for 35 years women all around the world. It's incredible. Denise, you, my beautiful one, are incredible.
Thank
Please introduce yourself.
All right. It's always such a pleasure to be here with you, Saneet, and our wonderful other two guests. You know, I'm excited to hear what you guys bring and can add and educate me. But I am the founder and CEO of You Win Working with Me. And I work with high achieving women to stop the cycle of toxic relationships. We work together for her to build the courage, the confidence, and the capacity to move forward. And that's all, woman that's in transition, because that's the hardest time. Yeah, thank you.
Wow, amazing. I have goosebumps because sometimes when ladies is in that transition, they don't know where to. And sometimes I think maybe I should go back to where I was. So how incredible is it what you are doing? So I just want to say thank you for what you are doing. My beautiful Andre, before going to you, I've got two more messages from the Diamond Beauties. Beautiful Anita and my beautiful ladies and Andre. Anita is also a sponsor for my show on Thursday. But this lady is incredible. She's a real life hero. She is a warrior woman, and her outfit is even more beautiful than Wonder Woman's outfit,
Oh,
and she made it herself.
really?
So truly amazing. And she did a video for me, and I went in nearer to all the buttons. It is unbelievable. So I cannot wait for her to come and show us. First of all, on Monday, she's going to come and talk to us our last women mini summit for Monday. And then Thursday, she will come and inspire us. So welcome, Anita. And then I've got another lady that says, hello, everyone. My beautiful Andre. I know it's 2 a.m. Oh, well, it was 2 a.m. with you. And you are not in Cambodia now, you are in Indonesia. And thank you for being so amazing. I met you just the other day. And when we were talking, you blow my socks away. You are only 23 and you are moving the youth. You are telling and helping them to find their feet, to find their voice. Wow, you are truly incredible. So please introduce yourself, young man.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. I really, really appreciate the invite. So my name is Ondra. I am originally from the Czech Republic, and I help people, especially young adults, overcome social anxiety, fear of being judged, and fear of being criticized, and also the fear of failing when they step out and they try to find their gifts and they try to find what they want to do in the world, how they want to contribute and make the world a better place in their own way. There's a lot of fear that comes with that. So I help people overcome that and step into their power, build that mindset. And the other side that I'm really trying to get into and focus on a lot is how can we create a healthy relationship between humanity and technology? Because it's here to stay, so we need to co-live and coexist.
Wow, amazing. And maybe, Andre, between you and Chantelle, you can definitely change the world. And maybe the two of you need to sit together, and there's maybe something that you can magically give us as well. So thank you so much. So, my beautiful ladies and Andre, I make our bed every day. I put beautiful cushions on. I made sure that this bed is beautiful because we are king and queen of our castle. So, how many of you are making your bed every day? It's okay. I'm very happy. Chantelle, it's okay. For me, it makes me feel I have accomplished my first task early in the morning. So that is already an aspiration, and our theme is our theme is this week is aspiration. So by just completing my bed and making it as beautiful as possible, I have done something already. So my quote for this week: making your own bed every morning with a hope of aspiration will let you know you are the king or queen of your castle when you retire to go to sleep. So how beautiful. So we're going to talk a little bit on aspiration. I'm going to show all of you your websites, and then we will go into more detail. So the first of all, I want to ask Chantelle, here is your question. Let me just bring it up. Your question is, what inspires you to pursue your current career or path in life?
I think it was a mixture of my own personal experience and just life in general. When I was younger, I had quite a few things happen to me. And at one point, I was paralyzed from my hips down. And it took a while, about a week or so, for them to figure out what was wrong with me. And it was just my brain saying, you need to take a break. You know, your body needs to shut down and just take a break, take a breath. And then I was able to slowly get started to walk again. And I never really thought about it in a deeper sense. At that point, I was very scared, because I was barely 21 when this happened to me. I'm like, this can affect the rest of my life. And then last year, I accidentally came across a software which I thought was amazing, and then started doing research. And the more research I've done, the more I've realized that all these plugins and widgets don't necessarily make things more accessible. It actually makes it more inaccessible. And then I started doing online courses and getting certified. And it's not just helped me in my business sense, but it's also helped me in understanding my son better, who has ADHD. That is a disability, an invisible disability. We need to start thinking about disabilities differently, because it's not just being in a wheelchair or walking with a cane. If somebody is deaf and they walk past you in the road, you won't know that. If somebody has a mental disability, sometimes it's visible, other times it's not. It's not like a broken arm or being on crutches.
Yes.
And we need to just be there for them. As a disabled person, you need to make so many changes to adapt to the normal world. And people I speak to don't understand all the trials and tribulations that disabled people go through. And we just need to be a little bit more, I don't want to say forgiving, and I don't want to use the word charitable, but open-minded. Just help where you can. Hold the door for somebody and not just slam it in their face because you're in a rush.
I love that. I love that. Thank you so much. Before I'm going to Jeanice, I wanted to say there's some more comments from the beautiful ladies. So, thank you. Yes, this warrior woman is so exciting being with you all tomorrow and Thursday. Please tune into an amazing empowering platform with fabulous light givers such as Sanet. I give me such joy with beautiful presence. Thank you so much, Anita. And then I've got beautiful, being the king and queen of our destiny. And here is our body, being queen of our castle, AK body. I love that.
Yeah.
And then the last one for now, oops, I mean you. Okay, no, that's okay, Anita. It's okay. So my beautiful Denise, here are your questions. It's going to be the same question. And then I will also bring up your website. What inspired you to pursue your current career and path in life?
I would I would love to say that it just happened, but for me, I was led to it because I had to heal the obstacles that I had carried with me from my childhood and the wounds. I had no knowledge that I would be pursuing this particular field, although I've worked in it for 30 to 35 years, specifically with women. But it just kind of just got created, because coming from that kind of situation, a background like that, you don't want any more part of it. You're done with it. You don't want anything to do with it, right? But Spirit, God has other plans, and they're not always the plans that we want or we think we want. And so I can honestly say that I was led to do what I'm going to do, and it was based upon some of the challenging experiences that I had and also as an adult. So I can say that honestly.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, my beautiful
Thank you.
Denise. And now, Andre, I'm going to also ask the same question to you, but I just wanted to make sure. I think maybe I've got a message for Chantelle. Yes, true, Chantelle. As I am a disabled warrior woman, thank you so much for that. And another one, totally agree, looked at disabled differently. It really is incredible ability. Wow, beautiful. And then I've got a message for Denise, sister Janice. Amen. Wow. Thank you, ladies, for all your love and comments. So now, my beautiful Andra, let me also go to your question. Yes, your question. What inspired you? And you've got a beautiful story, but let me ask, what inspired you to pursue your current career or path in life?
All right. Um, it all started when I was around 13 years old, and I struggled with very severe social anxiety. I was being bullied in school, and I had very strict parents, which included some physical punishments and stuff like this. So basically, both areas of my life as a young kid or young teen were pretty bad, bullied in school and very heavy at home as well. And I came to this understanding of, well, the world is just a bad place and everybody in the world are bad people and everybody's out there to get me. That caused a lot of social anxiety and a lot of hatred for the world, but also for myself. And I remember this moment, I don't know how or why, but I found videos on YouTube and they were called Random Acts of Kindness and Real Life Heroes. And there I saw all this goodness and just people doing literally just simple random acts of kindness. And that's when I started to kind of understand like there are really awesome and amazing people out there in the world. Maybe they're just not around me right now. And I made the decision that I just need to go out and find them. And something inside me also made a decision I need to become one of them. And from that point, I started looking at ways of how I can improve myself. And I Googled how to be happy. I Googled how to be confident. And that's how I started overcoming my social anxiety and developing myself. And I started going for a run in the morning, started making my bed, paying more attention to the little things as well. And started doing some exercises. Eventually, I was able to challenge my social anxiety to the point where I said, I'm gonna introduce myself to girls on the bus on my way to school. Because that was, as a young boy, that was something that I really wanted to do, but I just couldn't, right? I would be there shaking. And so I started challenging myself in this way. Eventually, I was able to do that. And once I was able to, after a few years of research and trying it out for myself, completely changed my life around, become very confident. I can speak to anybody. I could talk to people on the bus. I could talk to the receptionist. I could talk to people in public, right? Which I couldn't do before. And also with that came a lot of, well, sense of pride, achievement, accomplishment, and also a lot of happiness. I really started enjoying life. And at that point, some people just started asking, hey, like, what's your secret? You're one of the happiest, best, most kind people in the world that I've ever met. What's your secret? And stuff like this. And I just knew I needed to go out and share. And thanks to some mentors and thanks to some other information and people that I was exposed to on this journey, I was able to also turn it into my business and do it as a full-time thing. So I get to do it on a bigger scale, even as a still young 22-year-old kid, and taking it more and more. So that's where it all started. Yeah.
Wow, my beautiful Andre. And you know, you are part of the CLA group. And the first picture
Yes.
I saw of this young man, he was standing with a piece of paper, free hugs.
Yes.
And people were running past him and they stopped and they hug him and then they go further. How did you decide to do that? And how many hugs did you get that day?
Oh, I don't remember how many it was that day. I've done it so many times at this point. Um, Probably thousands of hugs, maybe already. Yeah, I've done it many times in multiple countries around my travels. The first time what I ever, well, I saw it on the video, but I never thought I could do it myself. Again, like I was too scared. But then I met a friend who had a similar story and he did similar things as me also. And he was very a big fan of doing free hugs and he did it himself. Like for him, that challenge of overcoming social anxiety was doing free hugs. For me, it was talking to girls on the bus. For him, it was doing free hugs. So we kind of exchanged that, and I was like, "Okay, I know I have to do it myself as well." And since then, yeah, it was an amazing experience. The first time I did it, and I had this one girl like gave me a really long hug, and she started crying a little bit, and she said, like, "I really needed the hug today because my mom died last year, and I'm really missing her," you know. And that really gave me the insight of, well, it's not just a challenge for me to put myself out there and be kind of, you know, because a lot of people kind of look at you like, you know, what is he doing over there, you know. So that was kind of a challenge for me, but then it gave a deeper meaning as well. Like it really can change somebody's not just day, but a week or a month or maybe even give them a that hope that I got as a young kid. There are good people out there in the world. Maybe somebody get that from me now and change their entire life. So yeah.
So, ladies, isn't this young man amazing? So, Andra, I've got a message for you, but I think this one is still for Denise. It says here, beautiful being led God's plan. And then I've got one for you, Andra. It says, you go, Andre. Thank you for your voice and helping others towards self-empowerment. I am so proud of you for your challenging, inspired action. I love that. I love that. Thank you so much. And I gave you a a muscle. And then I've got another one. Brilliant thinking, Andre. Brilliant
Thank
thinking.
you.
Thank you so much. So I will go then to Chantelle. First of all, Chantelle, did you do the painting at the back of you?
Yes, I
Please.
did. It was my second one.
Oh, wow. Please tell us. Please tell us.
Um, so we redid my son's bedroom, and it's got like a sea theme. And I thought I need to do a painting for it. And we spent some time in Mauritius, and that is a scene on one of the beaches in Mauritius. And I thought it would work quite well for his room. So yes, that's where it comes from.
I love it. I love it. I remember the last show you had your first painting on. Okay, so let me bring up the second question. Okay, and this is just for the two of you, my beautiful ladies, because Andre actually sent his questions to me. So I am going to ask his particular questions for him. So, my beautiful Chantelle, could you share a significant challenge you faced and how you overcame that? Now, I know that you already told us a little bit about that in your story of 21, but now if I can just change your question a little bit and say, experience with your clients, what significant changes did you foresee for them? And when you change it on their website, how did it impact? I know their clients' lives, but how did it impact the owners of the business life? If you can do that for us, thank you.
So, Sanet, generally, clients would come to me because they want to update their website or build a new website, or they've got an online course and they want to make changes to it. And because that was what I've been doing for the last couple of years. But now I've got a different approach where I'm like, sure, I can do that, but I want to focus on the accessibility side of it. And then it will also always be this thing about, but I don't have the money to implement accessibility. You know, how much time is it going to take? What's the big difference if I do it or don't do it? And the clients in the beginning don't understand why it is so important. I generally then sit down with them and go through this whole discussion about why accessibility needs to be your number one priority. It should never be an afterthought. It should be right there in front, and it makes it easier to build stuff when you take accessibility into consideration from the get-go. Once I've had this discussion with them and they're all on board and we've done all the work and they come back, they will generally say things like they've noticed an increase in website visitors or they've noticed an increase in sales. Now, we don't know if the people who are now buying is disabled because we can't see on the other side of the screen. And that's not a question you want to be asking on a form like, are you disabled? It's got nothing to do with you. But the sales have been increased. I am currently busy with a very big project, which I can't say too much about, but I can give a little bit of hints. I'm working with a client who focuses on intellectual disabilities, and we are creating some online courses for intellectually disabled adults. And I'm so excited to be helping these adults in enriching their lives and overcoming some barriers. You know, so it's not just my clients that I'm helping, but I'm helping the clients of my clients. So I'm reaching a further audience, which is amazing, and it warms my heart. This is definitely a passion of mine. It's not just another phase that I'm going through, because this is where I need to be. I just know it. I'm 100% sure that this is where I should be right now.
Wow. I've got goosebumps. And you should see your face. It all lit up. Oh, you are beautiful. But now, just when you spoke, you are even more beautiful for me. So I've got a message for you, my beautiful Chantelle. Let me tell you. I love your beautiful painting, Chantelle. The beach is my perfect happy place. Wow, amazing, amazing. So, my beautiful Denise, I am going to bring up your question. So, let me just go up. Here you are. Could you share a significant challenge that you faced and how you overcome that? So you did tell us a little bit about what happened as a child. So maybe you can also, if you would love to tell us a little bit more about the influence that you have on your clients or your people that you are inspired. And please tell us about your award. I don't know if you received it already, but wow, you did.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
congratulations!
you.
Oh,
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you.
You deserve that. You deserve that. Please tell us about that as well. Thank you.
Okay. I got a lot of challenges to talk about, so I had to kind of go through my memory here. But I believe in my heart that the biggest challenge coming from a background of domestic violence or any type of emotional or psychological abuse is seeing the value in myself. And the reason why I say that is it doesn't only happen in domestic violence households, but sometimes kids are pushed to the side or forgotten because there's other priorities, specifically in domestic violence or toxic relationships. The relationship becomes the priority. Okay, so kids don't always get what they need. And again, I'm not just singling out those specific kids, but for me, I had to find out who I was. It took longer. It took much, much longer for me to find out. And through bad relationships, bad choices, a negative thinking, all of that came into play. And then a mindset had to change with that as well. And those aspirations that you spoke about, they never left my vision. I they never left, no matter what I went through. So, gosh, I've probably gone off the question. I don't even know it. I'm sorry.
Just go with the flow.
Okay. Okay. And that's the biggest challenge that I see with the women that I work with, not seeing the value. And I believe that it stems early. And then other people add to it as you go along in life, because there's always someone that's going to kind of put a hole in your balloon. Like you might be flying high, boom, somebody's right there to puncture it, right? But it's those aspirations that keep us focused. And it also brought up my poetry. So in 2014, I wrote my first book, and that was during my healing, and it's called Splashes Through Life. And it was just a small snapshots of events that happened in my life. So again, getting back to the subject, it's just value. If you don't see the value, no one's going to see it. And your behavior is going to show it. So that's what I would like to add.
Wow, amazing. And please tell us about your award that you won.
Oh, yeah. It's really ironic. I worked 35 plus years in California, and I wait to come to Oklahoma to get an award. I got 2 awards. One was for working with women for 35 years, and the other one was working with an organization called Global. I can't even think of it. I'm so excited about it. Her Global. I'll come back to it later once I think of the name of it. But Maria is the director of the program, and we met in a speaking. And I told her all that I was doing, and I was working with her around gender equality, because I'm really a social advocate for rights and stuff like that. And she decided to award me for the work that I've done. And boy, it was fantastic. I never got so much love. They gave me so much love. And I really hope for her global. Hope for her global. I knew it would come to me.
And the pictures was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Thank you. It was just wonderful. I just felt so loved.
Wow, amazing. So I've got a few comments, so let us go. Anjana, I just saw her. Hi, Anjana here. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And then somebody said, let's connect regarding your website offerings.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
That's good.
I've got another. Yes, Chantelle, truly your present moment is exactly where we are supposed to be in present moment aiming. A personal thank you for very important reminder. Beautiful, Chantelle. I call her Chantelle because she's very near to me. And then yes, sure, we'll send you a DM. Okay, they will send you a DM, Chantelle. So, ladies, if you are on the Diamond Beauties, you are welcome to reach Chantelle. I think, Chantelle, you did put your information on the time one. And remember, ladies, the 1st September, that time, services, and products will be on the time schedule event again. And then put it on, because we don't know which lady is going to use each other, because we are there for us, for each other. My beautiful Andre, are you still okay to go? I know it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. So yes, your question, my beautiful one. Andra, how did you find the solution to your social anxiety? And what was the biggest change you made? Now, you have told us a little bit of your research and
Yeah.
how did you empower yourself. Can you please add to that?
Yes. Yeah. So I scratched the surface, but I separated into, well, three steps and or kind of three major keys. Like I said, one of the first things that I did was I started waking up earlier and going for a run in the morning and a little bit of exercise. And I started calling this as a confidence building habit, something that makes you feel stronger physically. And that transfers into kind of mental and social strength or confidence as well. So that would be kind of the first thing that I did. And that really helped a lot in the first phase. Second phase, do your own research. Like really just go out and find out, read some books, watch some videos about social skills and how to communicate with people, what to say, how to say. Listening, right? Learn something about active listening. This is a big problem that in today's world, especially, I see it a lot. People don't know how to listen, right? So even if you have this skill of listening, it gives you a lot more, well, confidence and reassuring yourself that you know how to speak to people, that you don't overthink too much about how you look or what are you gonna say. Am I gonna look weird? Oh, are they gonna judge me? Because now you're paying attention to the other person. You're actually listening, right? And then step number three is you have to put yourself out there. No matter how many push-ups you do, or no matter how many books you read, if you don't go out and don't say the first hello or don't wave at the person for the first time, well, you will never improve in that skill. And in the beginning, it will always be kind of weird and uncomfortable, and you have to kind of get over that. And what you can do is kind of boost your body posture and what is called physiology, right? If What I discovered when I was sitting there like this, I would never go talk to the girl, no chance, right? I was like this. But if I take a deep breath, slow it down a little bit, right? Put my shoulders back, smile. Now, okay, I feel a lot better now. So, and that's how you can go and take the uncomfortable step. And the good news is the more you do it, the easier it actually gets. And then you can go do public speaking eventually. You can go speak in front of a crowd. You can go perform on an open mic. You can go on a TV show just like this. You can go speak on a conference like I was speaking on a couple of days ago. So step by step, start very small. Say hello to the first person. Wave at the first person, and then take it level by level. You can get used to it. Yeah.
I love that. I just want to say two things, if you will permit me. By opening
Absolutely, go
up,
for it.
your breast and your upper part, you actually are making your heart open to hear more. And can I tell you, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, I always talking over my husband. So if he wants to say something, I will then think in my head, and then I could not wait for him because he doesn't talk a lot, but what he says you have to, you must listen. But then I will like and then I will start. So one of the things I changed the last 4 years, I wanted to hear him, because the more I hear him, the more he did speak. So I can give you one beautiful example. So my beautiful Andre, Denise, and Chantal, if you press your tongue against your palate, you cannot speak. So what I did, I actually put my tongue against my palate, and I was listening to him. You see, Denise, it's working. You cannot speak. And then the more I did it, the more I gave him time to complete his sentence, the more he started to talk. And I just continue doing that, even on the screen. If we have something, and I really want to jump in and tell somebody something at that moment, I nobody can see it because my mouth is closed, but that also makes me more aware of what people are saying. And I am one of those people that can hear your feelings in your voice. So yes, so Andra, I thought I will just give the viewers that example. But Andra, I'm not finished with you because the second question I wanted to ask, here you are. What advice would you give to somebody who is struggling with social anxiety? Now, I know that you are helping a lot of youngsters, and we can learn a lot from the youngsters because they want instant gratification, and they are born with computers and born with all this technical stuff. But what advice do you give to a youngster? And then if there's all the people that also come into your life. So if you can distinguish between the two, because I know there should be something different. I think.
Yes. Well, okay, so to address that, I would say it is very similar with young people and older people as well. I actually do work with some older people, a lot older than me, with social anxiety. And I would say, first thing, the biggest difference between younger and older people are sometimes, as you have a lot more experience and you are the same way for much longer, you start doubting yourself more that you can I change? I've been like this for 40 years. Can I still do it? But whereas young kids don't have that as much, also is a problem sometimes. But with older people, it's more because it's been 40 years, it's been 50 years, I've been the same way. Can I still change? So first thing, yes, you absolutely can change. You can still absolutely improve. It doesn't matter how young or old you are. The age doesn't really play that big of a role if you don't let it. If you let it play a big role, it will. If you don't, it will not. And the best advice, without taking, um, you know, 30 minutes for a presentation about what you should do when you have social anxiety, besides what I already described, the three major keys to focus on, is challenge yourself or at least push yourself to talk to someone who will understand or who at least will try to understand. The best place where you can do this is, well, first of all, therapy or a coach, someone like me, or there's a lot of people who do something like this. Sometimes you can go to family. In my case, that didn't really help because they said, no, it's just push it away. It's mental health issues don't really matter. But challenge yourself to talk about it, open yourself up, and that kind of provides the space for healing and for change, for improvement. Because if you only keep it for yourself, then you're pushing it away and you cannot really deal with it in a good way, in a healthy, fast way. So open yourself up and find some help.
Wow, I loved it. So I've got a few messages for you, Andre. So the first one I think is yeah. OMG, listening to more value than speaking. That's amazing. And then, yeah, I've got another one. Andre, yes, research is powerful too for all our self renewal, boosting your body posture, warrior. Wow, I love that. I love that. Thank you so much. Here, Denise, here's something that came through for you. Love the hope for her global, Denise. Well deserved. Congratulations. So, my beautiful Andre, Chantelle, and Denise, you will not believe, but it's almost time for us to say goodbye. The time had flew, but if I may ask, if I can start with Chantelle, if you can tell the people where they can reach you and also give us your golden nugget, please, Chantelle. Okay, just let me unmute you. Just hold on. Oh, okay. Just there you are.
Can you
There
hear
you
me
are.
now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Absolutely, Sanet. Thank you. So I am mostly on Facebook. You can just go Facebook/website Faye. And also my website is websitefaye.com. And on the screen right now. Or I am in Sanet's group. If I have made a comment there on the video, you can find me there and just send me a friend request. I would say my golden nugget is everyone has the right to access, no matter their abilities. We should make our content as accessible as possible to allow our disabled clients to also benefit from our services.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, my beautiful one. Denise, can I come to you?
Okay.
Please give us how people can connect with you and also give us your golden nugget.
Mhm. Well, you can connect with me on Facebook at Jeanice Cummings. And my website is the letter U, when working with me.com.
So I've got a different one here that was you
Yeah,
gave me.
yeah, that one too, but
Okay,
www.connectwithjanice.com, that one too. Okay.
perfect. And please tell us your beautiful golden nugget.
Mine is the way we start is not how it ends.
I love it. I love you, my beautiful Denise.
Thank
Boy, I almost spoke to you in Afrikaans. Boy, donkey. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My beautiful Andre. Please tell the people how they can connect with you and then also your beautiful golden nugget.
Yes, you can connect me with me on Facebook. Just search my name that you've seen here, Ondra Nimchik, or the link. And my golden nugget is that your biggest gift is on the other side of your biggest challenge, or as we can say, it is wrapped in sandpaper. So for me, like I said, social anxiety was like a curse. It was like my biggest challenge. But as I unwrapped it, it turned out to be my biggest gift because I found my passion through it. So your biggest gift is on the other side of your biggest challenge.
Wow, I love that. I love that, young man. I love it. And I'll always love to say if your why is big enough, you can do anything. You can do everything. I love because I lost a whole person in weight. I don't have the picture with me because I had to show somebody and now I cannot go and run and fetch it. So I will show the people next week. So I want to say thank you so much. My beautiful ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you got some inspiration from our amazing guests. For me, they are such an inspiration. And how beautiful that the three of them have different outlooks in life, different ages, and they all are so inspiring. So, my beautiful Chantelle, thank you for being here. My beautiful Denise, thank you for being here. And Andre, thank you, young man, for being here. You all are truly amazing. So, it's time for us to say goodbye. But as always, we will dance off with not my forever song because I'm not allowed to play Walking on Sunshine. We did dance before the show, but I'm going to play out with Jennifer Gerard's song and Cover the World with Love. And I want to wish all of you an aspiration full of aspirations. Because if you have that aspirations, as Janice said, you can do anything. I want to say have a beautiful day and week. Please look after yourself. Smile often and keep on dancing. So, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, may I ask, will you have a dance with me? Here we go.
Walking on sunshine or dancing in the rain. Sprinkle me with fairy dust so I can fly away. Smiling at a moonbeam or squinting in the sun. Sprinkle me with fairy dust and cover me with love. From butterflies to eagles.
Bye, everyone.
Oh,
Bye.
there's magic in that